Hello everyone. I'm gonna honestly leave my honest opinion about the Comfy washing machine. Okay, as you can see, the washing machine is brand new. Okay, I just received a replacement. Okay, and I'm gonna explain why I received a replacement. Okay, I purchased this washing machine last week, and on Sunday I did my first load. Okay, the washing machine was leaking water, and I couldn't figure out why. First, I thought was because of these holes that come with the washing machine. Okay, because I had it connected only to cold water, and it was connected to my sink faucet only. Okay, so at the time being, water was leaking right from underneath here. You got to be aware of that when you receive your first washing machine if you order. This is a filter. For some reason, water was coming out of there. Water wasn't coming out of here at all. Okay, and no other place. Okay, so what I did was I went to a hardware store. I spent about, I don't know, $60, which you can get it cheap at Home Depot or Lowe's. I bought the stainless steel connector, and I decided to connect it to the bathroom sink, which you got the hot and you got the cold water. Okay, so this is pretty easy to do. I'm not an expert on it, but if I could do it, you can do it as well. You can connect it to your bathroom sink, or you can connect it to your kitchen sink. I should have done it in the kitchen sink, but I was concerned about the leak. Okay, so I made a complaint to Amazon, and Amazon sent me the replacement, which I'm using it right now. As you can see, it's on a spin. It's receiving water. Okay, because I have it on extra rinse. So it's receiving water again. And I have the hose connected to my sink, which I recommend you get a better replacement hose, because this will shake. And you see I have it with something on top of it, but this will shake and it'll fall down and it'll wet your whole floor. Okay, so I recommend you replace it, or however you feel comfortable using it. But as so far, my honest opinion, since I received my replacement today, this is my first load on the new washing machine, and so far I haven't received a leak. Another thing to remember is that, all right, let's say you just want to do a quick wash, because if you put it on soak, wash, rinse, and spin, it's about 30-something minutes it will take, honestly. So I recommend, if you want to do a quick wash, you put it on wash, you start it up, power, you hit these buttons until you see wash and spin, or wash, rinse, and spin, and you press play on, and it'll start the process. Okay, now the problem thing is that if you want to switch it again, you have to shut it off, turn it back on, and then put the set it on there. It won't just do it automatically by you pressing it. It won't work like that. Okay, you see, like I press it, it's automatically set like that. So you will need to power it off, turn it back on, and do the whole process of how you feel comfortable, how you want to do your load. If you want to do a full load and wait 36 minutes for your load to be done, that's however you feel comfortable with that. So also, if you want to put an extra item in the washing machine, you have to hit pause, because if you just open it like that, it'll start beeping. Okay, so you put it on pause. You see how I stop, you open it. I have a quilt in there. Okay, that's all I have there, because I just wanted to test it out. You close the lid, you press the start button, and it'll start again. Because if you open it like that, you see, you get error 3 and automatically stop. I don't recommend you do that. So just do it the way it's supposed to be done. And I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps you out. So if you do purchase a washing machine, just be very aware of the filter and any other, because you might get a washing machine that's damaged. So take care and enjoy.
And there you go. It's not too loud.
So I have my Comfy washer. It's really good. The spin cycle is really good. I really like it so far. Hot and cold water connection. Easy setup. Tricks or tips using it: have both of the water connections set up. If you're using a single faucet, have them both set up and just untie the bolt here or whatever this is. Just untie this thing, and it's easy to put on. Really good product, works really well. Thank you. Comfy.
This is the Giant-Tex portable washer. That's the hookup. Doesn't have a digital display, but that's okay. This is the inside. Has UV light to kill germs. It's pretty compact, very easy to hook up. I recommend you go to Home Depot and bring your sink aerator with you. Also bring the hose with you. It is pipe fitting. Sorry. It's pipe fitting. It's not water hose fitting. So if they're having trouble figuring that out, just to let you know. Because I was at Home Depot for a good 20 minutes. It works really good, and I fit a good amount in here. Easy to move, it's very light. It spins well. I highly recommend it. If you're on the fence, don't be. It works.
Hello. This is the Giantix washing machine. So this is the 1 cubic foot. So it's going very well. I started to like it. It's for example here I'm using the medium water level with the normal washing cycle. I added six years here, and it's going very well. It's not that noisy. I barely could hear it from outside the bathroom, so I put it here next to the bathtub. I connect it to the shower head here. So I have this connection. I had this 3/4 of inch to 1/2 inch connection adapter. Then this is the water connection, and it's connected here to the washing machine, and the drainage is going into bathtub here. The electricity is just connected here to the power. So it's going well. I also add this aluminum pan at the bottom just to avoid any leakage, any drop. I also add this water drop sensor, so if there is any leakage, it will alarm. That would be super helpful with with small houses. Yeah, I have tried it for like the last week. It has been here for a week because of COVID-19 issue. I'm not going to the public laundry. It's not noisy. It's not noisy at all. When it spins, it's smart. So if it starts to spin and the clothes are not balanced inside it, so what will happen? It will stop to avoid any sound. Then it will spin left and right quickly to balance the clothes. Then it will continue to run, which is really smart. I was not expecting such product for $200. 5 stars so far. It is so good. One thing about it is I'm not able to know how many wash cycles unless if I try it. I wish if in the manual there is instructions that says maybe the normal, for example, takes 3 wash cycles. It fills the water 3 times. The standard is the same as 3 times. I could not find any difference between the normal and standard. The fast fill it 2 times. After testing it, it takes 2 times. I didn't try the other system, but the water level maximum, the high level, it has some leakage outside. I tried it once, then I had some few drops of water outside of the washing machine, then I stopped to use it. It's pretty well. It's pretty good. It's not that bad for $200 washing machine. I like it.
machine has been prepped. Laundry's in. The new inlet hose is on. So, power would be helpful, I suppose. I want low. So you know that light is the UV light. I want a normal program. And the water is going in, so is this one. And boom! Soft shut lid. She goes.
So I just moved it to the floor because it kept shaking. So I drained it. That's the dirty water. I'm doing little by little. This is her Savanas, and this is the big one right here, the one that I normally wash her with. I mean, dry her with. This is the drain that you just drain the water, and that's it. I just gotta throw that out, and I've been filling it with this. It comes with a thing to put water in, to put it attached to the faucet, but it's too small, and it takes forever. So I just fill it with water with that.
Okay, this is only like the 4th time that I've used this, and this keeps happening. It was just working a second ago. I got it to work after it wasn't working again, and I cycled it for 15 minutes. Well, it's only been like 3 minutes, and it just stopped again. So it's inconsistent when it finally does decide to work, because now it's probably not going to do anything. So I have it off. Nothing. When it finally does decide to work randomly, it'll only cycle for like 2 or 3 minutes, not the full 15 like it should. So yeah, that's really frustrating because now they're soaking wet. And then the spinner is the same way. Sometimes it'll spin nice and quiet, nice and smooth, how it should be, and sometimes it sounds like it's going to explode and it's just rattling about super loud, not how it should be. But again, I'll turn it off and on a couple of times, and then it'll decide to magically work how it should be and spin it nice and quiet and nice and smooth. So it's just inconsistent, and I'm gonna return it because it's not what I paid $130 for.
This is the washing machine. I basically said almost everything you need to know on the review itself. But I just wanted to also add that if you drop the drain while it's filling, if you have a system like I do, I have hoses where it's hooked up to that, and I really don't have to mess with it, and it just fills. But if you drop the drain while it's filling, if you happen to forget about it, it will just drain out. So it's sort of like a safety. It won't overflow. But that's the trap, the filter trap that I was talking about before. And yeah, I just fill it, and it just takes a lot of clothes. I throw them in here. When I put a lot of stuff in here, I like to fill it all the way up. You can see right there is a high line. I like to get it to about right there, depending on how much stuff I have in it. I'll usually put it in like this. I'll let it fill up a little bit, and then I might, just to see how much water I need, I might go ahead and start it. And then I see, oh, that's turning pretty well with the water that I have in it. So I might throw some more clothes in. And that's it. And then, you know, once they're done, let me turn this off. Once they're done, I put it in here. There's this, it goes on top. You push it down to wring your clothes out. You leave it, you close this, and then you turn this all the way, and it just drains out of the hose, which you drop into the bathtub. So it's really, really important that the this is elevated. See, mine's elevated, so that it's above the bathtub and it will drain out really easily. So that's it. That's just what I wanted to say. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and ask me. I'll answer. I've had this thing for a long time now, so I know pretty much all there is to know about it. Oh, and like I said, I have different hoses. There's this, sorry, I have pets, so there's fur everywhere, but there's this for the fill on the wash, this for the fill on the spin. If you don't want to do a rinse on the spin, it's really easy to just drain this side and fill it back up with fresh water. Do like a 6-minute cycle. It rinses it really well, drain it out, and then put it in the spin. But yeah, any questions, just drop a comment and I will try to answer.
I know most people are making reviews on this Giantex mini washer, but really this is going to be a video about tips and things I didn't know when it came to using this washer. First of all, yes, it really does have to be elevated quite high to really gravity drain as it's supposed to. I have mine on a little $10 table that I got from Walmart, and that elevates it pretty good. As you can see here, I have my hose in my bucket. By the way, this is a 5-gallon bucket. It takes 2 of these buckets to fill up the washed side of this washer. And really, it's not even fully full. It's about here is where I fill it up. And you know, if you're going to be dumping water into your washer like I am, and you know you don't have it hooked up to a sink or your shower, only 2 of these buckets go on the wash side, and that fills it up to the H line, which is the highest it could go. And mostly for small loads, like if you're going to be washing, say, your work uniform, and your uniform only consists of like 2 to 3 pairs of pants and maybe 3 to 4 shirts, I would suggest just using the 5 bucket. Like, just use 1 bucket. It pretty much does good. The washing mechanism, this disc that spins the clothes, spins it pretty damn hard. So only using 5 gallons of water is pretty much all it needs. And you really do just need the tiniest amount of soap. I have here the Gain, and this little top right here, I pretty much only fill it up to right here. Pretty much, if it coats the bottom of the cap, that's as much soap as I use. I made the mistake of using a little more than that, and it was Bubble City in there. It took 2 rinses to rinse away all the bubbles. So really, be very tight with the soap. Don't get crazy with the soap, because you're gonna have a very big bubble situation on your hands. Another thing is this little disc right here. This comes with your washer. Make sure it's nice and flat on your clothes. At one point I had spun a load and it wasn't much. It was honestly maybe like a shirt and some shorts and a few socks, and this thing was rattling like crazy. And I thought I had overloaded the spin side, but it wasn't the case. It was that this disc wasn't flat, it was slightly askewed, and that was enough to make the clothes spin like crazy. So whenever you use it, you know, you might not actually be overloading the spin side. It might just be that the disc is, you know, slightly off. So realign your disc, and if you spin it, it's still going crazy, you know, might want to take some clothes out. But also with this thing, I find the best way to make sure your clothes are going to be spun correctly is that if you push it down slightly. Don't push it like you're going to detach this little spinning mechanism. Just, you know, slightly pat it down. If it's, you know, up here and you just try to snap it right here like this, you know, it's going to take longer. It's going to spin and it's going to push itself down. You might as well help your spin side along and just push it a little bit. Helps with the spinning. Also, if you are cheap like me, you know, you work in like a minimum wage job and you scrape together your little pennies to get this baby right here, and you don't want to buy a drying rack to dry your clothes, I suggest getting these little snap clips that I got at Walmart. I believe they were only $4 for 12 of them, and they just snap right onto your hanger. I pretty much just use them for like my socks, my underwear, my bras, things that don't go on a hanger. You know, you could put shorts and, you know, shirts on a hanger, you know, just use that. And that was way cheaper than buying a drying rack, and that's what I'm here for, is the cheapness. Also,
hey guys, so I'm doing a review on this compact washing machine that I purchased from Amazon. Me and my family are currently living in a RV temporarily while we build our house. This is the washing machine that I brought. As you can see, it washes. This is the timer for how long you want it to wash. And this is the settings right here, and then this is like to spin. You will not believe this little spinner actually dries your clothes about 90%. Now, I will be honest, I'm washing my son's clothes. I have two little boys, a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. So I pretty much could fit a lot of their clothes in here. But if it were my clothes, I would have to put like 3 or 4 shirts in here, maybe 1 pair of jeans, just because it's so small. You know, you can see I'm standing next to it. I love it. I love it. Here's the dryer, which is pretty cool. This is the little vent that comes with it. Actually blowing out some hot air. There you go, right there. I love it. It's perfect. I read the reviews. This is a nice little dryer. Here's the settings down here. High and low. So far, so good. It's warm too. My son coming over here watching it spin as it dries his clothes. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. So it stopped. So I'm gonna take out something. So you gotta drain it too. I got the little holes right here, and I've been draining it with this bucket because I don't have the extended holes in it yet. But so I'm gonna take something out of here. Something small. Let me see. Okay, try a pair of jeans. Put it in here, and then you put this on top. I'm gonna close this back. Get out of here. Put that down. Close. Oops. Close that right there. And then I love it.
Okay, I figured I'd do a video. I have it on top of my sink just because you do need it elevated, you do need it to drain until I get a stand. So I've done about 3 loads already, and right now I'm doing a full-size sheet. I was gonna do both of them together, but I feel like that's pushing it. I only do like 9 minutes just because I live by myself. I don't go anywhere. Just the water thing. However, it kind of spits out of my sink. It's perfect size, but it spits out. So I just fill it with a bucket. It seems to be working. I leave it on normal. Can open the lid, see what's going on. It's definitely moving around. This is a spinner. It's not a dryer. It will not dry your clothes. It will spin them very, very well. Here's this thing. I have a dog, so there's hair. I have put a queen size sheet in there already. Cleaned it very well. So there's a faucet thing here too, because it rinses and spins just like if it was a regular washer. You gotta rinse your clothes and you gotta spin them from the, you gotta rinse it. You gotta rinse the soap out. This is a spinner. So I'm gonna add water. I'm not gonna use this, but I'm gonna use my bucket to add the rest of the water in here so that it'll spin, but I'll show you here shortly. We're almost done, so I'm not gonna stop the video. Like I said, I've only done 9 minutes on all my loads just because I work from home. I don't have, my stuff is not that dirty. I've done about 5 loads of clothes already. I do have a clothes dryer. Just because it does not dry your clothes, it spins your clothes. So we're almost done here, so I can show you guys. Alright, it'll click once it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure you have your drainer, because it's gonna drain all this. So I did my queen size sheet. It is gonna tangle it very, very well. You see how it's draining it? I'm gonna keep this on top. It latches pretty. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put some water in there. I'm gonna put some water because I need it to rinse. Okay. Just means it's off a little, so you gotta make sure it doesn't knock. I hope that it spins right so you guys can see. That's a correct spin. That's a correct spin. If it's knocking, then you gotta make sure you move it around a little bit. first spin, you see how it spinned it out. There's still, it still has like that soapy kind of feel. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more water. I pour it in because I feel like this thing just takes a while. Oh, don't forget your... I added more water just so I can get a good rinse. It's off, so I gotta like come in here and shake it a little bit. Drop the thing in there. Make sure you put that in there. There's a correct spin. That's spinning with the water in there. And just so it's not so damp, I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so I'll just bring my nail. Done. And just feel how like it looks dry, but it's damp. So if you once you hang dry it, hang dry it for a couple hours, it's gonna be just fine. See this one? Looks dry, damp, but you spin it and you spin it with water and then spin it again, just fine. I didn't overload it, so I'm gonna do the other sheet. I'm gonna wash the other sheet, but it's been great, you guys. I like it.
I got my portable washer. So happy. Yay. This will prevent me going to the laundromat. Yay. Look.
Hi, I'm Howard Szilagyi, and I led the team which developed Lavario. Our goal was simple: design the best portable clothes washer in the world. We wanted it to be non-electric and hand-powered so it could be used anywhere. And we wanted it made in the USA. We wanted a simple machine which could do small loads, but not just socks and underwear, jeans and sweatshirts too. We tested all the popular portable washers sold online, all in the $60 to $100 range, and we were surprised by what we found. None of them could properly wash even light articles like socks and underwear. There were hand-powered models that worked like a salad spinner. Clever, but the function was poor. There were barrels which sloshed your clothes around, and there were small electric models that sprayed water. Then we studied full-sized washers. Top loaders have agitators which beat on your clothes, and front loaders reverse rotation, so clothes simply slap against each other. New thinking was definitely needed. Then the light bulb went on. I remembered washing my jeans on a sailboat. I attached a rope to my jeans and dragged them behind the boat. They came out astonishingly clean. So our breakthrough was to drive a continuous flow of water through the fabric, just like on the sailboat. We took the piston and cylinder approach. The piston was the basket containing the clothes, and the cylinder was the bucket holding the water. The up and down motion generates a continuous flow of water which blasts dirt out of your clothes. We were awarded our patent in September of 2017. Lavario was meticulously engineered for durability and performance. We are just immensely proud of our washer. Yes, we are $25 to $50 more expensive than competitors, but we stand alone with the best portable clothes washer in the world. The only one that washes real clothes like jeans and sweatshirts. Lavario, eco-friendly, made in the USA, best in the world.
So this is the portable mini washer that I purchased here from Amazon. I gotta say that I was kind of skeptical at first about buying it, but I did read a lot of reviews and a couple of people posted videos, and that was very, very helpful for me to make my decision to purchase it. So I thought I'd do a video too, just to show someone in case they were not sure about purchasing this little machine. But I gotta say, I like it a whole lot. We just moved into an apartment from renting a house, so having a washer and dryer down in the basement was very convenient, and making the adjustment to an apartment and not having a washer and dryer, this thing works out like really great for us. So we don't have to always run to the laundromat when we have quick little small loads that we want to do just here in the apartment. As you can see, I have it in my bathtub, and that's because it has the little drain hose here. Here, wait, let me scoot it over a little bit. So it has the little drain hose there that drains out the water, so I figured the best place to put it is in the bathtub, so you don't have to worry about the hose reaching the sink or anything like that. And as long as you have it on a flat surface, then you're fine. So it's, like I said, it's really great. I really like it. Right now we just have like a little small load in there that I've been washing. I don't have it on right now because it's kind of a little loud. It's not really loud in the house, but it'll be loud for the video. But I will turn it on to show you how it works and how it cleans the clothes. So I just let my clothes soak in there. And this is the spin side of the machine where the clothes go once you get done washing them in here. You put them here so that you can spin them dry. Well, they don't spin completely dry. This isn't a dryer, but it just spins the excess water off of the clothes so that they're dry enough for you to actually hang to finish drying. And they dry pretty quickly because this thing kind of spins them and gets them pretty much dry. This thing right here is very important for the little spin cycle side, because once you put clothes in here, this goes down on top of the clothes. Like you just put it down in there like that and push it down on top of the clothes, because this kind of, since this thing spins like it does in a washing machine, this kind of holds the clothes in place so this isn't spinning like all over the place. And you put that down in there and close this, and then you just select the spin timer, the time that you'd like it to spin. So I'll show you how it works actually. So right now I have it turned to standard. So you put it on standard when you want to do your load that's in there. It has a soft switch also, so if you're washing delicates, you can put it on soft so it doesn't spin them as much. And then this is the drain setting. So once you turn it to drain, when the clothes are done washing, you turn it to drain and all the water, the dirty water, will drain out of here. And this is your wash timer. And so I have clothes in here that have been in there soaking with soap, and they've actually went a couple of rounds, but it's noisy, so I just wanted to show you how the machine works. And I'll turn it on now. So you just kind of turn this and set the timer. You can set it all the way here to the 15 if you like. And this is how it works. I'm going to talk a little louder because the machine is probably drowning out my voice, but this is how it works to actually wash the clothes. And they're just washing in there right in my bathtub. So, and it kind of alternates the direction of the spinning while it's washing. So I gotta say, this thing is pretty neat. It's a lifesaver actually. It saves us from having to pack up a bunch of clothes and take them to the laundromat. So just going to turn that off. I just wanted to show you. And then this is the water inlet. So there's actually a tube that I'll show you here. There's actually a tube that you connect to the machine into the water inlet. You connect this end here, and this other end is actually supposed to go onto your faucet so that you can fill the machine with water. But as you can see, my tub faucet is not small enough for this, so I don't even use this thing to fill the machine with water. I actually just use an old picture, just an old Kool-Aid picture, and I put water in here and I pour it into the top of the machine before I start it. And then when I get enough water in there for the load that I'm doing, I put the soap in and then I set the timer. So these have already washed, and so I'm going to let them finish because so once they're done, then I'll end up turning this from standard to drain. And once you turn this to drain, all of your dirty water drains out of here off of the clothes, and it drains through that tube, which is why I have this in the bathtub so it can just go down the drain. And then what I like to do is once this drains, I fill this up again with clean water, and then I'll set the timer back to 15 so it can do my rinse cycle, so that it rinses, you know, more of the soap out of the clothes. And then once it's done rinsing, again, just turn this to drain so it drains that water off, and then you're all set. And then once you're done, you transfer the clothes over into this side of the machine so that you can spin them. And then once they're done spinning, you can take them and you hang them on your stick dryer until they dry. And I usually do loads at night, and so then by the time they spin and I hang them on my stick dryer, they're dry in the morning. So this was a great purchase. I'm glad that I bought it, and you definitely should give it a try. You should definitely buy it if you're looking at it and if you're thinking about it. You'd be very satisfied.
Okay, here we go. Maiden voyage. I got my Arm & Hammer. I have plugged in my washer. I have put it in the bathtub just in case there's any kerfuffles or messes. It'll just go in the bathtub. But okay, I'll show you now. It's all set up and ready to go. Okay, I got my clothes in there. The hose didn't fit to load just automatically into the washer, so I just used a trash can. It only took 2 bucketfuls. Hopefully it's not too much soap in there. I'll just have to wash it twice. All right, here we go. I don't know what wash timer I should put it on. Probably 15 maybe? Okay, so it's washed. Look at it go. 20 minutes. Now I'm going to drain the water, put clean water back in, and give it a rinse. We'll see. All right, I'm giving it a whirl. There really weren't instructions that come with this, so let's watch the dirty water drain, shall we? All right, here we go. To drain. Ooh. All right, so we've washed, we've rinsed. Now we're gonna spin these bad boys. We'll see. Okay. I mean, so I spun my first little load, and they smell clean. I had to edit my first video because the spinner was so loud. But then when I stopped it and restarted it, it was super quiet. But my clothes are almost dry. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna try this again. When I did spin it, you set the thing to drain, and the water just like comes out. But like my shirt here, I mean it's a little damp. But in my pants, but they're not anywhere as damp as they would be if I had just taken them straight from the washer and hung them up. So Maybe I put too much in there. Maybe I need to spin less. Let's try this again. If it's super loud, I'm going to have to edit my video again. Nope, not as loud. Okay, so here you can see the water coming out from the spin. So all in all, that's pretty crazy. I washed, and it's also pretty awesome. So seven full articles of clothing, and then 4 pairs of underwear, and a Lucy shirt, a bra, and 3 pairs of socks. And it took me maybe an hour. It definitely was interactive, not like a regular washer, you know. The spin cycle only lasts 15 minutes, or the wash cycle only lasts 15 minutes, and then the spinner, it says up to 5 minutes, but I only had to spin the clothes like maybe 2 minutes. I would say like if you washed a sweatshirt, maybe that would be 5 minutes, but all in all, I loved it, and it was a great buy. I'll definitely be using it a lot. My clothes smell great. They're hanging up to dry. They'll be dry in just maybe an hour, but I'm gonna go to bed. But anyways, it was great, and sorry for the long videos, but I wanted y'all to see the play-by-play. So, all right.
Okay, so I'm reviewing this portable washer, and it has to be on level ground, so I had this not so leveled, but I lifted it up so that the hose can pour into the bucket when I fill it up with water. This is my first time trying to work it, but I did test the intake. So this intake only goes to this one, and this intake only goes to the spinner. And it does come with a hose. Now the hose normally doesn't fit into the faucets. I had to take the top off. So if you want to use this option, you should get an adapter. If not, you can always just pour water into here and it'll work the same way. So you go ahead and push this down hard and turn your water on, or fill up something and just put it in there. As you see, it pours right in there. Okay, so I added soap and softener in there. Just to make a note, the manual said not to put too hot of water because it can damage the equipment. And also, I've seen a lot of reviews where they put it in the bathtub. I wouldn't suggest that just because I'm an appliance girl and it's just so easily to short out something accidentally. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this, and we're gonna set the timer. It has standard, and it has soft, and it has drain, and it has a timer for 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 minutes. And you just put it to the time you want, and I'll start doing it. And that's what it looks like spinning. And one of the reviews suggests that you go ahead and drain it after the 15 minutes. Put fresh water in here, and then let all the soap rinse out. And I suggest that too. Okay, so it finished the whole wash cycle, and now you flip the switch from standard to drain, and it just pours all the water into the bin. So some people like it in their bathtub, some like me put it on something and just have a bin so I can pull it out, and the water's draining fairly fast. Okay, now I'm gonna do the spin cycle, and it does have to be on very stable ground or else the motor will overheat and give off a funny smell and rattle a lot. And this right here keeps the clothes in place. So I just stick that in there, and it dries pretty well. It is not that moist after drying, and all you do is just shut it, put that there, turn the dial. It shakes for the first second, but after the first second, it just goes through for the 5 minutes, and it gets really, really, not dry per se, but it is not too wet. It'll dry very well. And these are some of the clothes that dry, and by tomorrow, they will be completely dry because they're almost dry now. So it works really well. I'm very happy with this right here, but I don't know how long its lifespan is. That's the only concern. But for what it is, I think it works great.
Okay, my video is more for the things that they don't really tell you about this washing machine. Just got it today, hooked it up, and it works great. But what I didn't realize is the draining tube here, which is on the side. It will only work if your machine is elevated, which is why I had to buy this table for it. Unless you have a floor drain that you're draining the water onto, because the water obviously isn't going to flow up, so it has to flow down. I did go out and buy this jug here, and so I just take the tube down under the table and put it into here every time I need to drain the water, and then I just emptied it in my sink. So you will have to elevate your washing machine if you do not have a floor drain that you're just gonna let the hose lead to. Also, what they don't tell you is this is not a water-friendly machine. So if you're environmentally friendly and you have to pay for your water, I suggest that you don't get this, because I've done about 4 loads now and I use a ton of water. I literally have to fill up a whole jug of that, which I believe is 5 gallons, I don't even know. But literally I have to fill up a whole jug of that for each new load of clothes, because you have to drain the water you use, which I have stuff in there now I need to wash. But you literally have to drain it every single time, unless there's another way and somebody can tell me. But you have to drain it every single time you want to put new clothes, because you have to rinse the soap off your other clothes. And then, so, tons of water using with this, and yeah, you just have to, tons of water, and make sure you have to buy something to elevate it so that way it can drain properly. Otherwise, I am enjoying it. I don't use the water inlet because it would take me 3 years to fill this thing, because I don't really do small loads. I kind of just do what I have. But yeah, other than that, I like it. It does spin dry really well. And I haven't had an issue other than the whole not realizing I need to elevate it to drain it and using so much water. But that's all. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, so I ordered this Friday. I got it today and I was too eager to wash. I highly recommend this product. Right now it's going, as you can see, my clothes are in there. And I didn't really put that many. I just kind of wanted to throw a few pieces in and just kind of watch it work. But yes, I highly recommend this product to anybody at home who doesn't have a washer and dryer, who's either tired of going to the laundromat or is washing clothes out by their hand, because I used to do that, and trust me, it is a struggle. Yeah, I'm in love with this product. It has the drain hose on the side. I've used it already. The only thing about it was I did have to pick this up and sit it on the edge of my tub and let the drain hose go off in the tub. But other than that, I love this product. I recommend it to everyone.
So, I've got the hose hooked up from the faucet into my washer, and I've got a wash cycle going. It's pretty good. It spins both directions, and it really gets the clothes clean. And then when it's done with the wash cycle, I can put it in the dryer. It's a spin dryer. And get the water out, then put it back in for rinse, repeat. Anyway, it gets stuff spun pretty dry. The reason I have it sitting in the shower is so when I drain it, the drain hose can drain in the shower. But this is awesome, and it's not very big. See, as you can see, this little bag, let's see, it's only a little bigger. Okay, it's not big, it's fairly quiet, and it really works. So, since we're full-timing it, I decided this was a must. Most campgrounds don't allow you to hang clothes outside, so I'll hang them in the shower. But they won't need much drying because of the spin dryer. So, just something I thought I'd let you know. I ordered it from Amazon. It's very lightweight. It has different, you can do soft or standard. There's a drain. These are your wash times. And these are your spin times. And you can also rinse in the spin dryer. See, there's another water inlet. And it comes with everything, so good buy. I think I paid $160 or something like that for it. I think it's definitely worth it. But they do have smaller ones. But there's two of us, so we need the bigger. And I got quite a bit of clothes in there. That's a lot of clothes. So, I will show you again how much it was in there when I finish it.
Okay, this is my little setup here. I'm actually doing some sheets right now. I put in a fitted sheet, the regular top sheet, and then 2 pillowcases. This is a spin. I have it propped up on this little crate I got from Walmart for like maybe 15 bucks. It does need to stay up so that the drain flows into the bucket. The bucket was like $3 from Walmart. Yeah, pretty much all I do is just fill up the washer with a bucket of water, pop one of these little pods in, and then that's it. Make sure it's plugged in and it just washes like a regular washer dryer. It does get clothes about 80% dry, but what I do is I just hang them up after I'm done. This is a great machine. I really, really recommend it. Thank you.
Okay, so it's working. I've got it plugged in here in the bathroom, and the drain's gonna go into the bathtub just to do a test run. There's the clothes. That's pretty stinking powerful. So I've got it set for just a 3-minute cycle. I might let it go a little longer. Anyways, it's here.
Okay, so this is how the machine looks. It looks very nice and expensive. These don't, but this is my setup for now. I just got them yesterday and it's working. I just washed them with my dark jeans. I filled it up about maybe 3.5 gallons. And I fit maybe like the 4 jeans and 3 sweaters. I did most of the drying already. So I just have a few pairs of jeans and socks. So I'm going to put all of this in here. This is some leggings. Some colored pants. Make sure they're not bulked up. So just like that, and then a sock. Close it up. And put it in the crate. So there it goes. It starts really rough, but then it goes smooth, and that's how it should sound. And then it spins, and the water comes out through there. It literally takes 3 minutes. And then for here, you can set it to 6 minutes, 9, 12, 15. I set it to 6 minutes. You have to put standard, and then after it's finished completely, you put drain so it all drains out, and then just put it back to standard so it doesn't drain when you refill it. And then for the spinner time, depending how much you want it to be dry, I put it to 3 minutes. I did all my loads and I did 3 minutes and they were perfectly fine. And if you want to do 5 minutes, I guess that would be even better, but 3 minutes works perfectly for me.
Sobrang liit lang yan ng portable washing machine. 10,000 pesos!
Hey guys, so this is a portable Black & Decker washer. I have a 1-bedroom apartment with no washer and dryer hookup. I bought this, and I also bought a portable dryer. I believe it's a Panda. With this, you just want to make sure that your hose is secured on your faucet. You might need to buy an adapter. And then the hose in the back right here goes to this drain, drains in your sink. It only washes on cold water. Right now I have about 5 towels, 2 hand towels, and a couple face rags. And it fit everything in here just fine. It wasn't overloaded. So make sure you keep your loads small. That's about it. It's a great buy. It's definitely worth the money if you don't have a washer and dryer hookup. It is a bit tedious, takes a little bit longer, of course, with smaller loads, but it's worth the money.
This thing's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. It's got 35 more minutes to wash. I don't have to put water in it. It turns on the water on and off by itself. Fills up the tank to do 3 rinses. It's pretty cool. Thanks for the idea, Roya.
Sorry guys, I got a phone call in the middle of my review, so I'm gonna start over. So this is my Black & Decker mini portable washing machine. It's a little bit smaller. Well, it's not as deep as I expected it to be. If I put my hand in there flat, it comes up to my elbow. Yeah. It comes with this tube connector, so you can connect it to the water supply. And it also has the adapter that you need to put on your faucet. What that is, I guess that's where the water comes out. This is where you would hook the hose. I'm going to come back after I've hooked it up and do a little bit. Oh, I'll do a second review of the actual functioning.
This is my Panda dryer. Now I just got done washing a blanket in a earlier video posted about my Panda washer and spin dryer, which actually spun that water out of that blanket really well. It's about the largest thing I've put in this dryer so far. The dryer really does dry well when used properly. It's not a full-size dryer. It's not a big, hefty 220 volt system. It's a portable, convenient dryer. Now, it does kind of contradict itself on the instructions in the back when it comes to ventilation. Because of insurance reasons, I don't know, but they do talk about venting it through a window, even though they say you don't have to. So I went ahead and purchased this additional system as a precaution. But the internal filter really does seem to do an amazing job. 3-part filter, easy to access, and she's really self-explanatory. It's been in there since the 200 mark. They say do not open it while it's spinning, so I'll turn it off and open it up. And as you can see, I have a rather large, oh, this feels dry almost already, blanket in there. And in here is your filter that pops out, and you have the disc filter. You separate that, and there's a screen in there that you can use a toothbrush to lightly scrape off everything that's in it. And I'm going to put this right back in because it wasn't quite done. I'm going to turn it back down to 200. Washed some clothes, dried them in this machine last night when it arrived. Did a beautiful job. I'm impressed. I hope it lasts the test of time. I did, however, take advantage of the warranties that Amazon offers on both machines, and we like them. We like them a lot. And I've just been steadily doing clothes until I've done every ounce of clothes in the home. The Panda.
All my clothes in there. There's 3 leg pants, 2 of my leggings and 1 PJ pant, 2 shirts, 1 long sleeve and 1 PJ shirt, like 4 pairs of socks and 2 underwears. Okay. Close that. And there it goes. Let's see, you can put it for that, however much time you want. Very, Very cool.